Hello, hello. It is 8th day of our hashtag 12 days of Christmas in July. Today's theme is a fancy fold, and I wanted to try something I haven't tried before, and I'm going to show you how to create this 5-pointed star cut without any cutting dice. And I worked out the measurements myself. You will need a pencil, ruler, and a compass. So first I've got 12 by 12 inches card, and I'm going to find a middle point to do it. I need to measure 6 inches from each side. This is very easy to do. So as you can see, I'm using my pencil to score 6 inches. And I'm going to do it a couple of times to find that middle point. So now when this is ready, I need a compass. And I got the cheapest one I could for £1. And this is perfect. So you don't really need any specific tools to do it. I need to measure 2 inches and 1/8. This is very crucial because if your measurement is wrong, the pentagon is not going to work. And I'm going to show you how to create a regular pentagon. So my circle is ready. Now I'm going to measure 2.5 of my ruler. And I'm going to use the ruler for each of the sides. So all you have to do is to make sure that the 0 on your ruler and 2.5 of an inch actually touches the circle as well. And now I'm going to use my compass. I'm going to measure that 2.5 and I'm going to create mark. So this way I'm going to have 5 exactly the same sides. Super quick and simple. So we've got the first pentagon. As you can see, I didn't use a protractor and I was very tempted, but I thought, let's create something without it because I knew not everyone has it. So now we have to extend the lines to create star. Super cool, simple, and easy. So if you have a 12-inch ruler, that will be amazing. So now I'm going to extend the sides. As you can see, I'm going from the top, the bottom, and this way we're going to have 5-pointed star, which I absolutely love. Have you ever created a star fancy fold? If you haven't, I really hope you'll feel inspired and create your own version using my measurements. So when this is ready, our template is done and we can fussy cut it. As you can see, I use orange because that will be very easy to find in my stash. So now I'm going to use my scissors, and as you can see, I've got quite a lot of cut left over at the bottom. And I'm going to use it for some other elements for this card as templates. So don't throw them away yet, because we will need them. Have you heard about our hashtag 12 days of Christmas in July? If you haven't, all the information is in the description down below. This collaboration is hosted by Monika, PaperMona. Every single day we've got a different Christmas prompt. And today is a fancy fold, which I absolutely love. I really wanted to try something new, and I'm very happy with the cut I created. So now the template is ready, so I'm going to trace it on the red card for my card base. And here I'm going to place this star as much to the side as I can so I can save some cardstock, and I encourage you to do so. So here I'm using my pencil, then I'm going to fussy cut it and then get rid of the pencil mark using an eraser. As I told you about 12 Days of Christmas in July, it is hosted by Monika, but there are other crafters taking part in this collaboration as well. All the information is in the description down below. So we've got Katarina, Benita from Under a Pile of Papers, Shirley from Handmade by Shirley, and Mel. And it would be amazing if you can visit their channels as well, because every single one has a totally different fancy fold for you today for Christmas season. And I wonder, have you ever used any star cutting dice for your makes? If you have, please let me know what did you create. Also wanted to thank you everyone who actually went to my Buy Me a Coffee website and downloaded my free mini Christmas collection, because yesterday there were quite a lot of you, so thank you very much, and I got very lovely comments. So now I'm getting rid of all the pencil marks here, and I'm going to use my ruler to actually create a score line. So as you can see, I'm placing the ruler, and then on the other side I'm using my finger to burnish it, and this is the way to go. So as you can see, for this card, you don't really need any special tools apart from a compass and a ruler. And this card is actually pretty quick to make. And I do encourage you to actually save that template for your future projects because I think that would be amazing card also for graduation as well. So now I'm going to banish every single line as well. So as you can see, it creates a really cool star. Now we're going to create the top points. And to do it, I'm going to actually fold it in half. If you have a grid on your mat, that will really make it easier. So I'm trying to touch the point with the score line. So this way, every single thing will be evenly spaced, which I really, really like. So again, I'm using my fingers to banish down lines, but if you have a bone folder, that will be amazing as well. So I have to repeat the process on each of the sides. And as I told you, if you have a grid, that will be so much easier. And for the card base, I use 200 GSM cardstock, but if you have a thicker one, that will be amazing as well. So now when this is ready, I'm going to fold the points the other way. So they have to go outwards because then we're going to fold it and actually close the card. It is a little bit puffy when it's closed, but if you fold it the other way, you can actually fold it flat in the envelope, which is really, really cool. So now it will be time to actually show you how to put it together. And it is a little bit puffy, and I really, really like it. So, what do you think about the card base for today's 5-pointed star fancy fold? Now, let's decorate the card. So, I decided to use that template again, and I'm going to use some design paper from my stash, and we're going to create some panels, and these will be very small, and I'm going to show you step by step how to create those elements. So first I'm going to cut 5 panels measuring 2 1/4 by 1 3/4 of an inch. Now I'm going to use a ruler and I'm going to mark very close to 5/8 from each side, just a little bit tinier than 5/8. And that will really make sense in a moment. So I'm going to do it on each side at the top, only at the top. So from the left and the right side, 5/8. And this is very easy, I think, because you don't really need any special tools. Now I'm going to use my trimmer from Craft Stash and I'm going to cut the corner, the bottom corner with the pencil mark. And I'm going to show you here how to do it. So I'm going to line it up here, the pencil mark with the corner at the bottom, and if I'm not happy, I can do it again. So I need to do it to all 5 panels. And I also chose a different design paper from this collection as well, with some green background and stars. And I thought that design paper with the one I'm using now is going to work so well for Christmas. And for the sides, I really recommend that you actually use a design paper with no orientation. So you can actually turn it any way you want. That'll be very amazing for this project. So now, when all of these are done, as I told you, I'm going to use a green one as well. I'm going to cut it exactly the same way. So all in all, I'm going to have 10 panels to decorate my 5-pointed fancy fold star. So now it is time to adhere all those elements on our star. And I'm going to start with the outside of my fancy fold. I'm going to use my liquid glue because it is a bookbinding glue and I do have time to maneuver the elements. So with the measurements I created, you actually have a border, which I thought would be such a good idea for this project. I love mats and layers for every single fancy fold, so I couldn't resist here and I did exactly the same. So as you can see, this card comes together pretty quickly. All you have to do is to create your own template for future projects. So now I'm going to decorate the star inside, and now I'm going to show you how to create the top elements for the inside and the outside of the card. And actually, it is even easier than the elements you can see at the moment. So again, I chose exactly the same design papers from that collection, and I'm going to cut those panels, which I'm going to show you in a moment. So these will be tiny. So that is 1 inch by 1 and 5/8. And as you can see, all of them are ready. Now I need a ruler and I'm going to mark 1/2 inch at the top. I'm going to repeat the process on every single one. And when those marks are ready at the top, I'm going to use my trimmer again to cut triangles. So I'm going to cut it from the bottom corner to the pencil mark. And I'll get all those 10 beautiful triangles ready for my 5-pointed star fancy fold. If you do feel inspired, please let me know in the comments down below. I would really like to see your make. And if you do it, you can use our hashtag 12 days of Christmas in July on your social media so we can see your beautiful cards. So now you know how to do it. So I cut the rest of the camera. Really quick, simple, and it will be time to adhere them on the card. What is your favorite color combo for Christmas? I really like the traditional colors. I think they are the best. So now I'm going to cut the rest of camera and all those panels are ready to decorate my card. Wanted a little bit of variation here. So I'm going to use the darker ones inside and then the green ones on the outside, which actually is not going to work that way. Because when you close the card, we only going to have the design paper with those really cool elements for Christmas, which you will see in a moment. So now I'm going to decorate the outside, and I thought it would be a good idea to actually decorate the inside of the card as well, to have some space to write a message as well. And I'm going to show you my trick, how to do it very quickly and easily. So, as I told you, we need those leftovers of orange cardstock from a template, and I'm going to use it to actually create the panel for the inside of my card. So, as you can see, my template is here. This is the scrap. I'm going to put it underneath. I'm going to line it up at the bottom, and then using my pencil, I'm going to actually only mark where the lines cross. So I'm going to do it at the top, on the sides, and also at the bottom. And when this is ready, I'm going to use my ruler to actually put those marks together, to join them super quick and simple. And that will be exactly the same pentagon that is inside of my card. And I'm going to leave it before I actually create a different one. So this is my template, and I actually use my pencil to mark it, because now I'm going to fussy cut it and I'm going to trace this pentagon on a different piece of orange paper, and I'm going to show you my trick to create a slightly smaller panel. So now I'm going to use my pencil to draw around it, and now I'm going to use a ruler. And this is really crucial if you want a nice border. So, as you can see, this one fits perfectly, but I really want to have the red border. So to do it, I'm going to use a ruler. I'm going to create a couple of marks. So I need to measure 1/8 on each side. And I like to do 2 marks from the top on every single side. If you want, you can do it 3 times. This way, you will make sure your line will be super straight. That's what I was taught at school. So now I'm going to join those marks and I'm going to have a slightly smaller pentagon. I'm going to fussy cut it and I'm going to write smaller on my template. So I will know that this is the one that will go inside with a nice border. So now I'm going to fussy cut it, then I can use it on the design paper of my choice and also on a white card as well. So this way I'm going to have some space to write a message. How cool is that? So as you can see, this goes here really well. Now I'm going to use the design paper. I really hope you'll feel inspired to create your own fancy fold. And I think this one is very unique. And if you'd like to follow my directions, please let me know in the comments down below. It took me an hour yesterday to work out all the measurements, including using a compass and the radius, because I really wanted to have those measurements very easy to follow. Please let me know if I succeeded here. So now I'm going to use my liquid glue to assemble that element inside. You can also put sentiment here if you want, but to be honest, I left it empty so far. And for the back, I'm going to use white card, and this one is 250 GSM. To make my job easier, I line it up with the bottom of the card, so I only draw 4 slides. Now I'm going to fussy cut it and adhere it. Now when I look at this card, I think it misses a little bit of sparkle gems. What do you think about it? Please let me know in the comments down below. So now my cut is complete. It really folds flat if you don't put all the top elements like in a puffy way. But if you do it in a puffy way, then you can create a matching box as well. And that will be such a cool idea for a special Christmas gift. So, what do you think about my 5-point star fancy fold? Do you like it? Please let me know in the comments down below. And I really hope you'll feel inspired to create your own version. So don't forget about our hashtag 12 days of Christmas in July. And please check all the other tutorials from Monika, PaperMona, Katarina, Benita, Shirley, and Mel. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and see you tomorrow. Happy crafting!